Hello guys, hope you're doing good and so nice. Yeah, in this very video tutorial I'll be taking you through on how to design a full flex banner on Corel Draw, like just about what you're seeing on your screen right now. So we're taking that just right about now. Okay guys, welcome back to the video. So we are going to be selecting a new document. So that's the first step we're going to be taking, and we're going to be changing it to fit, and you're going to be checking on the size. So for this very design template, we're going to be using an 8x3, so 8 by width and 3 by height. So same YK on the primary color mode. So it's going to be on CMYK because of the printers you're going to be using. They don't normally use the RGB, so it's normally on the CMYK. So having done that, our file size set it at 8x3, 8 by width and 3 by height. So we're going to be making a new step on the freehand tool, touching the freehand tool and then creating a shape like so. Now taking that off. So okay, so double click on that rectangle tool there to give your project an edge shape area, so that if you are making and creating shapes with the freehand tool or any other tool, everything is going to be falling in place. So I'll be creating a shape with your freehand tool. Now you can see that everything is now, I'm seeing an edge, I'm seeing the pointers while creating my shapes. That would only happen if you already have a mapped edge over your project, just like what I just did right now. So having done that, I'll be going to the curves tool and checking on club that and dragging it like so, dragging the other one this way, okay, a little bit further, okay, and this one here like so. Okay, this is actually very simple. It's not complex at all. So I will be clicking and dragging, like left clicking, holding it, dragging it down, and then dropping it down by right clicking. This will create a duplicate of the shape we already have. So I just did that right about now, and what I'm going to be doing now will be okay, let's see, move this a little bit closer. Go to the zoom and then highlight on these two shapes, the other shape, sorry. Okay, so giving trying to have a more closer look, and then shifting it up. Okay, shifting it a bit, making it more closer. It's actually a bit far from the other. So if you're not uncomfortable with it, you can actually make your own shapes, maybe make it have more space, or have it the way I'm having it right now. So I'll be dragging the shapes a little bit out of the project. This is much. Remember, you can undo with your Control and Z. So doing the same for okay. So what I now did is I grouped them both. Not really grouping, I held on the shift button and click both of them to actually have a temporary group over there. So I'm creating another shape with the freehand tool over the edges of the initial shape we created. So I'll be taking on this fill to fill in different parts of the project. So I'll be deleting these ones we just created now. Click on this, press on your delete button, click on this other one, press on your delete button as well. Then we will be deleting the other shape with the other line shape we created. So yeah, delete this one as well. So we already have a fine shape like this created. Clicking on that too as well, and creating a shape below this other part to have another shape. What I'm just simply doing is like creating different aspects of the places where we're going to be picking different forms of illustration on the graphics design we are about to make. So that's what I'm actually doing right here, and this is actually going to make work on the project much more easier and much more simpler. So follow on, and what next we're going to be doing, zooming this up a bit. I'm checking out the outline, so remember to check out the outline. Click on the shape and right click on the cancelled color palette, just like what I just did right now. Okay. I think I'm like comfortable with this right here. So I'll be placing the tests we're gonna be using on the project. So I believe I'll be starting up from the name we have. The original name of the project we are using. So basically on this project I'll be using the name of the company or the firm who owns this advertisement design. So I'll be using their name to like create a logo. So this is the test I'm using. So you can check if you do have the same test on your computer, or you can actually go and download it. You can see the name over there, just in case you want to also make your designs with this very test. Okay. Creating a circle shape, and just give it a color, pulling its outline. So remember what I said, just like I clicked that cancelled area over there on the color palette, to pull out the outline I had to just right click over there and the outline goes off. I will still be giving it out an outline later on, but for the meantime, alright. Okay. See, I'm trying to increase the outline now. So to also give it an outline, just right click on any color in the color palette as well. Also giving it an outline. duplicating. Remember to duplicate, just drag on the icon or the object, sorry, you want to duplicate, drag it through and drop it by right clicking. Does the job for you. So we'll be placing the name on the shape we already created, so I'm giving it its own kind of color. Selecting the hairline of like the outline, the size of the outline the test is going to have. You have to note that while creating a project on Fit, your outline has to be a little bit larger. The fact that you're going to be printing it, because if you are going to be using an outline, say an outline at size 2 on a project which you're creating on Fit, after getting your printout you might not even see the outline over there. So you have to note that your outline has to be a little bit bigger, say size 4, 8, 10, thereabout. So you have to avoid making little outline sizes when creating outlines on any object at all while designing your projects on a Fit. So believe me, I learned that the hard way. So moving forward, so I am still trying to give it a color feel that will suit the projects we are creating. So sometimes this takes a little bit of my time because I like playing with colors a whole lot. I love it. It's more like my kind of fun thing to do while I'm making graphic designs or making design projects for clients. So sometimes I just like taking my time on color selections and all of that. You know, it makes me enjoy more of the work I'm creating. So it's kind of my own feel actually. So indulge me on that. I think I am not certainly comfortable with this color here right now, but if I have to move forward I might still adjust. Well, I'll bring it closer, give a closer look. Say I leave it like so. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point though. The colors are actually by the items you place on your project. So the initial colors I normally have doesn't completely matter. That's actually my own style of creativity. So while creating stuff like this, I can make abstract colors for the test at first, but then after placing the whole objects or most of the materials I'm going to be using for the design project, I would feel like changing the colors to match up with the items you already have placed on the project. So you can have your own style of creativity, but I'm just giving you tips on my own, giving you some insights. You could use it, you could create your own feel. Well, it depends on your style and the way you place your stylistics for graphic designs. So this is basically more of mine, and hoping to get more styles to create stuffs. So here placed in. This is more like what the clients generally do. There are basic services, which is I think restaurants and bars. So don't get it twisted. This is a food banner, so a food flex banner. So that's what we're creating. So I think this is basically the services they render. So obviously they will have more, but this is what you just need to know about them whenever you just get your eyes on the banner. So it's a restaurant and bar, and looking out for a suitable test that will match up with what we are talking about. Okay, you need to bring it in between this place and making it a little bit bigger. Say a bit more bigger. Well, are we gonna be keeping it this way? Well, I don't know yet. So I will be moving forward a bit. If I have to adjust, I would. Believe me. Why let's see, looking good enough this way or not. Okay, highlighting all of them, dragging it a bit upwards. You need to have enough space for other items, and do not be misguided while making your graphic designs. You really have to know the concepts of spacing. It's very important while making your design projects. You have to really be aware of your concept of spacing, how you space things in between places. So our next step is to give this a gradient fill. That's not what I call this. I don't think it's what CorelDRAW calls it though. I do most of my designs on Photoshop, so well, see the color I selected. Okay, so we're creating another circle shape over here. Yeah, so another circle shape we already have over there, and I'll be dragging this a bit, okay, reducing the size a little bit, shifting its position. Yeah, I'm doing this by double clicking on the text and getting the other options out. So let's see what we have here. So okay, having created that shape, I'm kind of selecting some presets for the tests. For but you have to know that some of what I'm doing right now, it's I'll term them irrelevant, because at this point I was actually looking out to try out some few other presets, but came to a very other more frequent resolution. So I just made initialize the test manually, as you can see, and I'm going further to the shape, giving it, I gave it an outline color. So I did that obviously by right clicking on the color I wanted down on the color palette. Remember to give an outline for a shape. You right click on the color palette, or the color you want on the color palette, and to give it a fill color, just like what I just did now. You left click on the color you want on the color palette. So I just did that right now, and trying out other colors. You see the color that would be more suitable for the project we are designing. So you can try out other colors if you want. So I'm gonna be duplicating. I just clicked, dragged, and then dropped it by right clicking. I hold on the shape, drag it through. I hold on the shape by holding on to the left click, then I drag and then dropped it with right clicking. So that will duplicate the shape for you. So that's exactly how I'm doing all of this right now. So I have 4 familiar shapes as it is right now, and I think I'm feeling somewhat good about it. So we're creating another shape towards this with the freehand 2, clicking on this edge here, and then drawing it towards the other edge there. So going this way, there. So I just had a new shape. I made a hiccup here, so I'll be doing this again. Because some of the color went off. So click, and double click. So having done all of this, what we'll be doing is to bring the other items we already created forward to this very shape I just created right now. So it has to fall behind, and I am going to be looking for a way to bring the other ones forward, either by pushing the last shape we had behind automatically, or by gradually bringing up the other shapes we already created forward. So I'll be doing that now. Hold on your shapes and look through all of these shapes as well, just as I did. Then hit your shift button on the page up to bring these ones forward. So our shape now has been taken behind, just as we wanted. To give you a kind of color edge, and I won't be doing that by giving it a background. What I just did now, I duplicated this layer, duplicated it, and I gave this one a different color, and I sent it behind the other one. Also do what I did before and bring all of these ones forward. Rand colors to say the least. So we will be taking the different items we want to place on the projects. I'll be taking that one at a time, or I think I'll be dragging most of them at once, placing them at once. Then okay, let me finish the selections of the items that we are going to be needing for this very project. After selecting, I'll be dragging it into our main frame here in Corel. So from this very place, we'll be choosing what item will be where. So make it smaller to make it a higher pixel. You can see what I'm doing. I'm making some of these stuffs bigger and more visible, so I'll be able to easily know which one from the other, and also I will be able to place them in the various locations, location where I want them to be. Somewhat stable color for this very text we have here, the restaurant and bar, and pretty sure I'm not comfortable with this very text and the color I have, so I might just be making more adjustments. It works, I think so. Okay. Maybe this isn't done. So having done that, going to the shape. Okay, so I does this by holding on the shape with the right click and dragging it into, holding on the item with the right click and dragging it into the shape. Once you have done that, you will see that very option to power clip, and you select the power clip option, and that will be that. I'll be doing the same for the other items as well. Okay. I'll be grouping all of this. I just ungrouped. That was why the other picture was going off from the shape. It was grouped before, so it's obviously seen all of them as one. So I just ungrouped, and you can see that it's now free flow on just one shape at a time. For these other places. See how carefully I am selecting each and every one of these things, making sure I get the items that I want just about where I want them to be. The placement choice you have for each and every one of these items will determine how the appearance of the project you're working on will be. The aftermath of the graphic design you already presented will be very much determined based on the presentation and the very choices you made, the choices for making your placements of the various items you have for your project. So you can see that that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm making choices, and I'm doing my best to actually the perfect choice that will be very suitable for the project we have at hand. So as to have or to achieve a more accurate design after we're done with the whole project. So level for the level of the placements. So we have the other last shape we created, and that very axis will be covered up by this very image we have here. Getting out the item I want, even when they're in this shape, by holding on the Alt key and clicking through. Okay, I think I'm not comfortable with the images I have here. I will be looking forward to select maybe another image more suitable. Okay, let's see this one. Dragging it into the project. I'm in frame here and encourage your. Okay, I think maybe I could work with this one. I think this is actually perfect. It works. Gives me a more clearer view. So here we go. Have this set out. Another item I want to drag through into the main frame. This one. These ones I think they are pretty much wanted. Okay, I just deleted one. shadow. I'll be pretty much careful with this aspect of the work. Okay, I think I feel comfortable with how it is now. Follow this very step I just made. Color balance I am making just from where I picked up. Have to note that this kind of thing sometimes it just takes a while. Selecting colors sometimes can be time absorbing, so you just have to listen pretty much to the very designs you are creating. Make your observations about how each and every item are reflected or are affected by the color choices you make. So this will pretty much help you to know the kind of colors you will be making on this very aspect of the design project. So I am making a choice, and I am doing my best to make a very better choice, like have very better judgments of what we are creating. So having done that, you will see just about the steps I've been taking to give this both a gradient feel before even tapping on this logo side, the logo name. That's like the name of the company we are designing. Names and items of services being rendered by this very firm. So that's what I'm placing on this part of the project. Choices and color choices as well. already know this color won't work for me anyway. So this sometimes too can also take time, choosing a color for your fonts, trying to listen to the design images you have, and making a color choice. It can also be time absorbing sometimes. So I'll be giving it an outline. It could also help my color choice for this aspect of the project as well. Stuff from the other background of our main frame. Writing something down here, it's for contacts and inquiries purposes, just already towards through which the customer will be able to reach out to the firm or the company whenever they need their services, just by looking at the banner they have. So that's what I'll be doing here. Selecting fonts, constituent fonts that will match what we have on the project. Okay, and we'll just be we type in the tests. At this point, I'm making a few little changes from the last time. Probably not, but for some good reasons, I think I had to type the test. This font, let's see, get something better. This collision is good enough. Going up forward, adjusting this a little. And see, always selecting this very cross shape we have over here. This is just how I did the selection, and I'll be giving it a fountain feel. Color for this part. Now this yellow color. Yeah, I think this is good enough. You can see you have a more nicer appearance of the project at this point. The color over there just give it more better flair. Okay, coming up next we will be going to the transparency. Sorry. On this, the background color, trying to change it a bit. Change the transparency level of it. Okay. Pretty much. I'll get this right now. So you can see the shape, the image I have. So I'll be sending it backwards. So what I'm gonna do is select these other shapes I created here, which is the food and soup. I'm hitting on the shift button and page up to bring it forward to this very image, so you can see that's what we have there. So pretty much after some a few edits, I had to come about the all projects I had to come about them like this. I had to do a few edits, but I did it of the book. So I got to this very spot on the project. So I like to say thanks a lot for making it thus far on this very tutorial. Thanks for participating, thanks for watching. I will be seeing you guys on the next one. So peace out, take care of yourself, see you soon, bye.